Now this may get a little strange to some people that's like peeking in here now. But this is something that's been on my mind for a while. My little goddaughter Juju, right, when she was like 3, she would look at her great grandmother's picture on a wall and say, "Ooh, that's me, mama, that's me." And everybody sit around like, "Oh, that's so cute, that's so cute." And then all of a sudden, she started telling about, "I remember I used to bounce you up and down on my lap, my mom, when you was a little girl. I remember we used to wear these clothes and we used to play these games. And I remember this how the house." And she was just going on and on. And like, I'm sitting there thinking that, I'm asking questions. I'm asking, like, how does she know this? Like, but so they telling me they didn't tell her nothing. They didn't have no reason to tell her anything like this. So how did this child know all of this stuff? It's kind of strange, right? This is the first part. I'm getting ready to go into a second part. So, like I was saying, there's no way this baby could have knew these things. Nobody told her unless she was here to witness it. Now, I have I've seen something before I was born, before I came into this world through my mom's womb, and it was pillars, and it looked like it was greenery around them, but that's all I can really remember. And then I remember it was blacked out, and next thing I know, I was looking up in a white doctor's face. I told my mom, I described the doctor, I described the lights in the hospital when I was born, and I was about probably 3, 4 years old. And my mom looked at me with her mouth wide open um, while I was describing this stuff. And you asked me, why am I talking about this? Well, I'm gonna get to the point in the next part, and in the next part. This is my point. I like to keep it short on Instagram so that keep it short, Instagram long, so I can fit it Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. But anyway, um, I am thoroughly convinced because there are a lot of people, there's a lot of documentation of people dying and being clinically dead and being revived and come back on the hospital bed and say who was sitting in the hall and what they had on and so on and so forth. Like, the spirit has to be conscious about what's going on after you leave this vessel because it's just too much documentation out there. You can look it up easy. Um, Now, for this part, I am thoroughly convinced that we do come back in another body after we leave here. I heard Brother Polite say it. I heard Young Pharaoh say it. Different other people. And I'm thoroughly convinced of that myself with my own personal experiences. Now, with that being said, somebody else knows it too. Somebody else knows that we come back around. I don't know if everybody comes back. I don't know if it happens every time. I don't know if it's the only thing that ever happens to everybody. But I'm thoroughly convinced that we come back around through these personal experiences. Now, because this time is almost up, I'm going to get into the next part right after this. Like I was saying, somebody else knows that we come back. And if someone like Malcolm X come back, or someone like Marcus Garvey come back, then if they remember who they are, they're going to give cracker hell all over again. This is why they make up so much stuff. This is why they do so many distractions, from religion to sports, from my beloved Cowboys, which I got to get rid of. My family grew up wrestling fam, loving hip hop, BET, the cartoons we let our children watch, all of this stuff, religions, all the philosophies, politics, all of this stuff are distractions, so that if we do come back, when we come back, they're going to try to catch us and get us in a state of mind of where we have to start all over again. They don't want us to remember who we are. Like I said, they don't want us to remember who we are and where we came from, because they don't want somebody like Marcus Garvey or Malcolm X coming back here. or someone like from ancient Egyptian days, or someone from um, anywhere, any of our great people coming back. They don't want us to remember who we are, so they distract us. And as far as I can see, we are the Christ. We are that Christ that they talk about come from the dead and rise up again. And they just switched us with a single guy and made him white, which some people try to turn black. I mean, I know that may sound kind of funny, but we are the ones that come back around. Whether they do or not, I don't know. Really, I don't know. Um, and there are some sources that say that they are actually trying to be able to contain one's soul. I guess to direct it wherever they want it to go. But overall, I'm thoroughly convinced that we do come back, and everything that they throw at us, everything, all the media, the religions, everything, so forth, so on, entertainments, because all of it is a source of entertainment, because entertainment, enter means to go in, tame means to hold, and mente or ment means mind. So entertainment is everything that they throw at us, anything that holds your mind. And with that being said, we have to teach our children to stay away from all this mess that they throwing at us. Because if we coming back, we gotta know who we are and take this thing back. Brother Sakhem signing out. Peace.